Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to make this. This could be an earring or it could be a necklace. There are a ton of beads, so it is very heavy, but I think is kind of cool with the brick stitch base here and then fringe coming off the brick stitch at an angle. To start, I'm just going to get my thread on this triangle by tying a couple of knots, and I only want to leave a few inches at the end here. Start by grabbing one bead, bring it to the base of your triangle, loop the thread around, pull it past your bead, and then bring your needle through your bead. Do that again. With all of the base beads on, I'm going to go ahead and start doing the second row. You grab two beads, you go under this little thread on the second bead in, so you can see right there. You want to go through both the top beads that you just put on, and then to get them to lay flat, you go back up through this bead, the second bead in, and pull tight. Then you just add one bead at a time, going through this little string or underneath this little string on top of the beads, and then back up through that same bead. And you just repeat this. I'm going to repeat it until I'm at the end of my triangle. I only have a couple rows left, so just start it like normal. Two beads. There's only two spots, so this will be the entire row. For the last row, I am just going to do one bead, and I'm going to go down this bead right here. So up, down, and I want the bead to point like that. So the opening is on the side instead of flat like everything else. And so I want to work my string up over here so I can start doing my fringe. And I'm going to try and avoid these two rows if possible, or as much as possible, so that I can get the fringe through and not have the beads be too tight with all the thread. Put the thread in a loop back there. It's okay if it gets a little misshapen here because the fringe will usually pull it back out. Okay, so now I'm going to do my best to just go straight up. And it looks like I can only get 2 beads on. There we go. Turn that light on, a little easier to see. Okay, so I'm going to start working my way back. Alright, and down this bead. We want to be coming out because that's the way the fringe is going to go. And you just start loading up your beads like you would for normal fringe. My beads on, skip the last bead, and go up through the beads. Alright, then this part is important. Go through the beads, and you want to go through the bead your fringe came out of, just like on normal fringe. Okay, then to get to this bead, I'm going to go down through the bead next to the bead I'm on. So move over one, go down, and then diagonally down. Go. So up through the bead, over, down, and you just keep doing that all the way down. Okay, so I went through all the beads, and then you still want to go through the same thread, or excuse me, the same bead your thread came out of. So we go in right there. So I'm not going to just jump right here because that would make the thread show between the beads. So what I am going to do is go up through this diagonal bead here. And that hides the string. And then I'm going to go over one, and the string will hide right there. And you just repeat that. And so on this side I did the opposite, where I had my string and it came back through here. So I went over one and then down. Instead of over here, I went up one and then over. You just repeat that all the way to the top and then tie off.